And in Maryland, 27% of the vote counted so far. Again, Mitt Romney, the winner. So far, he has 47% compared to Santorum at 31, followed by Gingrich and Paul. So now let's hear from our analysts on what tonight's results mean and where we're headed next in the GOP primary.
Democrat analyst Jason Grill of J. Grill Media and Republican analyst Annie Presley of Bryan Cave Law Firm. And as we talk about tonight and look ahead, the landscape shifts to the Northeast. Three-state win for two-state and a district win for Romney tonight. Is this thing over? Because the Northeast is clearly his territory. Annie, we'll start with you.
I think it's probably over. It looks like Romney ran the table tonight, and that's good news for him. And he's well over the 600 delegates, so he needs less than 500. It should be done by early June.
Jason?
Yeah, that's the question, is does he get to the 1144? It looks like he probably will get there in the beginning of June with California, 172 delegates. So I think it will probably go on until there. I don't think anyone gets out. I think Santorum pushes on. I think he needs to win his home state of Pennsylvania next April 24th. There's 5 other states that night that probably will go towards Romney. So, you know, we're just going through the motions at this point, I think.
Do you think tonight it was, and in the next states that will be voting April 24th, do you think it's getting to be voter fatigue? Everyone wants, you know, Mitt Romney is the heir apparent, and they just want to go ahead and get him the votes needed at this point?
This is the exercise. Everybody has an opportunity to have their piece, get to know the guys, and participate in the activity. So this is really, truly part of the democratic process and what everybody wants to participate in. So I think it's very, very important that each state has their opportunity and they go through it.
Santorum was in Pennsylvania tonight, rallying the troops. Even if he does win there, where does he end up in the party?
He's just trying to keep Romney away from the 1144 to see if anything can happen at the convention, I think, personally. And I think that keeps Gingrich in. I mean, Ron Paul had one event in the last week or 2 events in the last 2 weeks, so he's just kind of just hanging out there. I think everyone stays, and I think the key is that President Obama is winning in the swing states. I did a poll recently in the 12 swing states that are going to be the closest in the fall, and he's up 9 points this week, which is a total change from last month. So I think the fatigue is being seen in the Republican primary.
Annie, the polls show that Obama wins Hispanics and women. Big for women right now. What does Mitt Romney have to do to get women voters? Something that will be key for him should he win the nomination and face Obama in the general.
One great thing about Mitt Romney is that he's far more moderate in reality than he is in this primary. So he's going to ease back toward the middle slightly, and women will like that significantly. So he will be able to attract them pretty easily. I think what Santorum has done in this primary is talk so much about women's rights and women's issues, is that he's really inflamed a lot of moderate women, and so they've naturally just fallen toward Obama. There are other polls that show Romney and Obama just 1 point apart. So this is definitely a horse race. I think it's going to be more about the economy than it is about women's issues. It's going to be about jobs, 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 and of course fuel prices are key.
I'd say, too, real quick, that Obama is just doing very well, President Obama, with women under 50 in those polls against Romney, and they're supporting him with 60% in the latest USA Today Gallup. In the swing states, which we all know is what this election is going to come down to, President Obama can win the popular vote, but it's going to come down to those electoral college votes in those key swing states. So look for Romney, maybe, John, to put a woman on his ticket as vice president nominee, potentially.
Interesting. All right. Annie and Jason, we'll see you back here at 10.
Thank you.
Thanks.